everybody, it's Mama Shar here. Welcome back to a brand new video on this channel. And in today's video, I do want to update with you guys everything that's going on. I'm still working. I'm doing very good. I've been working hell hours, and lately I've just been trying to get myself on the board of trying to upload, do different things to the channel because we are about to hit a big milestone, and I haven't hit a big milestone like 1,000 in like quite some time. Probably like 3 months. It's been since I hit 3,000, so now we're about to hit 4,000. I'm thankful. I'm so thankful for you guys for being here in this channel, for being here and watching the videos, and supporting me no matter what it is I'm going through. Thank you so much. But in today's video, I want to talk to you guys a bit about a topic of that I just want to tell people that are thinking about going into transitioning, or people that are like not even transgender. They're just kind of like looking at it from the outskirts perspective, I guess you can say. And hopefully we can get everybody to understand and kind of like know what it is that people like us have to go through. So let's get it started. So your girl has been too broke to be buying Starbucks, too broke to be buying McDonald's. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just like, just like coffee. I'm kind of like lazy to go to the store. I think at this point my heart like beats like coffee instead of blood. I'm just thinking that is because, girl, I drink too much coffee. By the way, like, this side of my hair seems to be growing a lot faster than this side. And I'm wondering why that is. Maybe it's because I had this one shorter this entire time without thinking about it, but it feels like this side is way longer than this side, and that's a problem. I want to talk to you guys today about the whole transitioning thing and how being transgender, transitioning takes sacrifice. A lot of sacrifices, and I want to talk to you guys a bit about how those sacrifices are, and so those that don't understand what transgender people have to go through, here it is. And I know I'm going to probably get some people to comment down saying, well, who cares? Well, you put yourself through that. Well, you guys don't understand something here. Listen up. Listen up now. Listen up now. There is a big reason as to why a lot of people don't understand what transgender is and can't grasp the concept, and let's go over that right now. Why do people cannot grasp the concept of what being transgender is? I think it's more so people think it's a feeling and a thought rather than an actual biological thing that you can actually have. And because of that reason, it is unseeable, it's unvisible. It's not like having autism where you can see that someone has autism, or you can see that someone has is Down syndrome. You can't see transgender, because transgender is more of a mental thing. Mental destruction isn't physical unless someone is showing you that it's physical, that they're showing you that they're mentally destructive. So that's why being transgender is not really physical until you start transitioning. And transitioning takes a lot of sacrifices. Now let's go on a nice little road trip of what sacrifices us trans people have to make. Transgender people have to make a lot of different sacrifices. One being the loss of family. When you transition, most of us have to realize that we're going to lose probably a lot of our family support. So most of the time, about half of our family is acceptable and half of our are not acceptable. So you have to realize that when you're about to transition and when you're about to come out, you're going to have to deal with the fact you're going to lose family. You're going to lose friends. That's just how it works. I think the life works that way, is that people just, you lose friends, you lose family. But this is a very drastic measure. It's something that you really can't control, but you know that the people are just gonna do that. For me, I lost about 70% of my friends, but that's okay because I gained a lot more. There's a lot of gains coming out, and there's a lot of losses coming out. Another one is you're going to have to give up your regular life. In other words, you're gonna have to realize that you're gonna be living a totally different life now. You're gonna have to transition to a lot of different things. You're going to be going to different bathrooms, you're going to be hanging out with different people, you're going to be expected to act a different way. It's very hard to act like a boy and try to be a girl, where people can clock you a lot easier, or be a girl when you're trying to be a boy. I'm not saying that you guys can't, and I don't say that you guys shouldn't, because there's no reason why someone should tell you how to act, but if you want to be passable in today's society, you have to act that gender sort of way. It's very uncommon. I mean, you see like a chick walking around going, I know, worst impression ever, but they get looked at a lot. So if you don't want to get looked at more, you can always do that stuff. Sacrifices you're gonna have to make is you're gonna have to realize you might not be able to have biological kids, because when if you go on hormones and you're not the person to save your sperm or save your eggs, you're going to end up having the possibility of being sterile or infertile, and you won't be able to have kids, and it sucks. Sacrifice you're willing to make, right? Another sacrifice is that you're gonna be stared at. You're gonna be looked at in public, like as if you're a clown walking in the middle of the street or walking in the middle of the store. People are gonna stare at you, people are gonna question you, and people are gonna always sit there and wonder who you are and what you are doing. Big, not really much of a sacrifice, it's more so of a something that's gonna happen to you. I guess you can say you're gonna lose a lot of sanity in how people see you, and it's okay. I think if you continue to move forward and believe in what you're going through is right, you're gonna end up getting to the point where you don't have to worry about feeling like a clown in the middle of nowhere. You know what I mean? Another sacrifice is your job. Some people lose their jobs over transitioning. Some people lose their jobs over just the fact that they might be working in a more of a male-dominated job, aka me, that transition during the workplace and people give them crap, corporations give them crap, managers give them crap, aka me, and because of that reason you tend to lose your job. Some people have actually gotten fired for transitioning, and it's a crazy thing. But you know, that's another, you know, sacrifice you're going to be making. You are going to sacrifice being able to be well representable for a company. Some companies look at trans people as, oh no, I don't want you at the face of my company because I don't want people to think, hey look, this is what we're about and we're all about this. It's a very hard thing, and I'm not saying that everyone goes through all this stuff, because you might not, you know. I don't want to scare trans people or people that are going to come out and scare them to not coming out, because that's not how it is. I just want people to understand. This is more so for the cis people that don't understand the struggles and this. I mean, I kind of see to say they understand the struggles, but they don't understand the stuff you have to throw away, the sacrifices you have to make being a trans person and coming out. You gotta face a lot of stuff. You gotta like change everything. Y'all don't understand. You gotta also understand that when you come out and when you're representing yourself, you know, people are gonna treat you different. And now there's a lot of different ways people can treat you. They can treat you like you're an alien. They could treat you like you're some sort of special person that's, like, for instance, but you know, dysphoria gets pulled off out of everywhere. Us trans people just want to be treated like normal people. Now there are other trans people that are very hardcore, that are like, rights, 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 you know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that, because in my opinion, if you're going through a lot of discrimination, you should be able to put up a sign and ask for your rights, right? But there are people like me that are just simply just want to be seen as a woman. So there's been people that have told me, oh, I love the fact that you're transitioning, and oh no, they say I love the fact that you're living your authentic self and you do it around everybody, and those are very sweet comments, but they make me feel like, oh crap, I just got clocked. You know what I mean? So it's a big. There's a lot of certain instances that might come off as that way. You're gonna get hurt a lot. You're gonna have to give up that fact that you might be comfortable with the life. Now you're gonna have to live a life where you're uncomfortable, where you're just kind of like looking at people and wondering. Now there's some trans people that before they come out, they were already uncomfortable themselves, but there's some trans people like me that weren't very uncomfortable in my body for a while, and once I transitioned, then I started becoming uncomfortable. And because of that, I sacrificed comfortability just to be who I was, who I am. And there's nothing wrong. Yes? Thank you. Sacrifices that we're willing to take to be ourselves. And this is exactly what I'm talking about, guys. These sacrifices aren't just things that we just decide, oh, you know, who cares about life, and you know, who wants to do something that's going to result in them getting hurt, getting destroyed, suicidal, whatever. Who wants to take that route? No one. But we're forced to, because we want to be our authentic selves. It's what we thrive to be, And when you have something about you that you want to show the world, and it gets bottled up by people's opinions, by your family's opinions, by your friends' opinions, you are incomplete as a person. And you're not completely full. You will feel discomfort, you will feel depressed because you cannot lift out that certain side. It doesn't have to be a gender, it doesn't have to be a sexuality, it could be your occupation. Maybe you want to be, maybe you're a bodybuilder that wants to be a poet, but you can't do it because everyone thinks, oh, you're a bodybuilder. You're too manly for being a poet. You can't do anything that's feminine because you're a masculine guy and you can't do it. That's what I'm talking about. There's a lot of people that have insecurities in this world, and it's not just gender or sexuality. It's something that's different. It is something that they get a lot of hell for, and because they can't come out with that situation, with that certain thing they want to do, they are bottled up in it, and it develops into depression, and it develops into suicidalism because they feel like, oh my god, I can't do anything. People are always judging me no matter what. Now, a lot of people tell me, well, women always feel this way about their bodies. Women always go through all this and always go through that. But that, you guys understand, that's a heartache upon all women. You know, you can't combine the same thing as because a lot of females, for instance, if you're a female born with a penis on your leg, side of your leg, wouldn't you feel uncomfortable about that? Wouldn't you want surgery to have that? A lot of people tell me, well, welcome to womanhood, you know? And in my opinion, that is something smart to say, but it's not exactly connects with what I'm going through. Because at the same time, women don't have to deal with the same exact kind of aspects as a trans woman has to go through. They might go through dysphoria, but the dysphoria is a gender-based thing. If a natural cis woman is being treated like a male in half the places, I guarantee you, she'd be going through depression too. And she would want surgeries to change that stuff up. That's why a lot of women get certain surgeries, right? Guys are a little different. Guys don't really have insecurities as much as women do. Or trans women or trans men do. But the reality at the end of the day is that we go through our own problems. So to sit there and say, well, it's because, now welcome to womanhood and this is what women go through all the time, it's a very big off statement. Because when you're getting questioned who you are, it's a big difference between who are you and what is it about you. And I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Maybe sometime in the future I might be able to reiterate that in some sort of way, but it means a lot to me. So bottom line, us trans people go through a lot. And it's not because we want to tell people, oh, look how much we go through and oh my gosh, we're going through a lot. It's about the sacrifice we take to be our authentic selves, and instead of bottling up who we were supposed to be, or bottling up who society wants us to be. And you know, and it sucks because people think biology is more than is just physical, but it's more than just that. It's physical, mental, spiritual, everything. That's what biology is. If y'all can understand that someone can be born with half a brain, half a skull, 3 arms, y'all need to understand that people can be born with mental situations that doesn't need to be a slap to the hand, but more so of a hear of someone's cry and understand that maybe they know what's best for them. Anyways guys, that's all I'm going to get into this one. This is going to be part 1. I'm going to do a lot more to these insecurity videos for you guys so that people that are trans can understand. People are about to come out that can understand. Cis people that just don't understand, trans people can understand. I want you guys to feel that way about me on this channel. I want to start opening up to you guys a little more. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that in the next couple videos. There's a lot of stuff that I want to talk to you guys about. When it comes to insecurities and being a trans woman, girl, I'm full of them. So yeah. Anyways guys, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did, leave it a like. If you guys can, please subscribe, become a shout out today. Destroy the notification bell so you guys can be notified every time I upload on YouTube or go live on YouTube. Also, if you guys can, please support me on GoFundMe, pledge on Patreon, or even buy my book on Apple iBooks, Google Play, all that stuff. And you guys could support me there. And yeah, follow me on all my socials. I love you guys. Lots of tater tots. I'm Mama showing you guys my cheers, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye.